Hi everyone, it's Stu here from 3B, and I know it's been some time since I've done a video. In fact, I think it's over 3 months. I'll be doing some other videos for the reason why it's been 3 months or more, as to why I've not done any videos. But today I wanted to do an update on the Optoma UHD40, the projector that I've sort of loved and equally loathed mistakenly for some time now. As some of you may recall, I've been having a continual problem with the Optoma UHD40, with it dropping out on 4K signals predominantly, where it would just drop out. It would cause this issue where it would try and reconnect, and then when it reconnected, it would reconnect at a lower resolution. The only way really to resolve that would be to restart everything, which when you're watching a movie, regardless of what it is, or even just a normal TV program through your projector, it gets pretty tiring when that happens. And as I've said all along, Optoma have been acted above and beyond in terms of the customer service that I've had, so much so that I've had 2 of them. I've had 2 UHD40s. They've received the others back, they've torn them down, they've looked at the software, they've done everything possible, and then I was still having problems, which led me to do the update that was a while ago. I think it was maybe April, May that I did this update this year. And it's been found, after a lot of searching, after a lot of digging around, that it turned out that it was the optical cable. Even though it was brand new and it was a decent one, use fingers there, decent, it actually wasn't that decent at all. In fact, the quality of it was relatively poor, which is incredible when you consider the cost of these cables. To that end, it resulted in Optoma trying something different. They sent me the cables that they were using, because they replicated my setup exactly. As you may recall, I've got a Denon 4400 AV. I can't remember the full name of it. It'll probably be along here somewhere, and they replicated it completely, my entire setup, and still had this. They couldn't replicate it, and the reason being is that they were using cables that worked, whereas I was using a cable that somehow had either got damaged when it was made, or just wasn't up to a decent enough quality, and maybe the quality of the signal that was getting through was causing just that tiny little bit of dropout on 4K signals. So the update today really is to inform you guys that, one, not all optical cables are the same, no matter how much you pay, and I paid a good couple of £100 for this 10-meter optical cable. And the ones I received from Optoma, which weren't any sort of fancy brand, it was just another brand, and worked absolutely fine, and I've not had any dropouts since. So the question, well, the thing I want to sort of draw to your attention really is that if you're getting any kind of dropout over distances and you're still using optical cable, I would really question the quality of the optical cable, and in many regards it doesn't necessarily equate to how much you're spending on the optical cable, because as I said, I spent a few £100s, yet the one that Optoma sent me to use that they had been using without any problem was a third of that price. So it just goes to show that if there is an issue over distance, with no matter what you're connecting, and it's sending out a 4K HDR signal and it's dropping or glitching or causing any sort of artifact, there's a very strong potential that it's just a crappy cable, no matter what you spend. So I would use that as a cautionary tale. You know, that it flummoxed Optoma for a long time. It confused me for a long time, because I was using in good faith this high-end quality cable, and you just assumed that it's not that. And when they replicated everything, and everything they did their end was working, they then eventually just sent me the cables that they were using, and I swapped all mine out with the ones they were using, and I had no problems. So to update, the UHD40 is working perfectly. It worked great before, you know, it was just this dropout that was causing the problem. There is no compatibility issues as we may have first thought with the Denon. That's absolutely fine. In fact, there's no compatibility issues at all. And in fact, since I've now got these new cables in, it's been working like a dream. I'm so much so that I'm watching, this is how sad I've become, I'm watching even just standard def through my AV, through the projector, and admittedly it's kind of a bit fuzzy, but you know, I'm watching my projector more and enjoying it much more, as you should with a projector. So that's my update. I was also made aware that there was people have been sharing my update video through forums and what have you. So I'll probably dig out some of those forums and comment there too, just to sort of put the record straight, because I believe it's fair and true to do that. You know, when companies such as Optoma have done so much to make sure that I, as a customer, was happy with their product, and they made sure that their product was as good as they make it out to be, and of course that is the case. And you know, they did everything they could to make sure that I was happy as a consumer, as a customer of theirs. And yeah, so I just want to sort of say thank you to Optoma for doing so much and going above and beyond. And I wanted to put the record straight in terms of saying, yeah, you know, the projector's great now. Beware of shitty cables. If you get glitches, even no matter how much you're spending on a cable, it probably is the cable. So I just want you guys to know that I'll be doing some more videos, more than lately, which has been zero. And I'll catch you very, very soon. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, interesting.